So, according to HSE data, women have higher rates of work-related stress, anxiety, and depression than men. 53% higher, in fact. And this is most prevalent when women are in early and mid-career, which is unfortunate because this is a time for women when you are already essentially pulled in 1,000,001 directions already. It is a time that is really, really challenging in your life. And me, Beth, Federica, and another friend of ours, Rose, we really wanted to do something about this. We wanted to do something within our power, within our gift, that would make a difference, but on a really, really personal level. Because when the structures that are set up to give us support actually are at risk of kind of tumbling down and crushing us with their own weight, you kind of know that there's something really, really wrong with the picture. And if you can do something to change that, it kind of feels like it's time to step up. So over the last few months, we have spent quite a lot of time squirreled away in each other's apartments, working on a bundle of really, really good stuff. We've got a podcast, we've got a series of events, we've got some courses, and we've got some amazing plans for a really safe and inclusive community to celebrate and champion these women, all under the My So-Called Career umbrella.
So what is My So-Called Career? It's an antidote to the noise and pressure of the hashtag girlboss, hustle every second, Insta bullshit that's out there at the moment. It's the culmination of 65 combined years of professional and non-professional experience. And it's a source of inspiration, celebration, and motivation for early and mid-career women, grounded in no-nonsense expertise, insight, and support. And we would really love you to get involved.
So our mission is to host a frank, open, and empowering conversation about women and work, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We want to help you separate reality from the unreal ideal that social media would have us believe that we really need and want in our lives, and to help you get clear on your own careers, to help you work out the role that you want your work to play in your life. And we want to do this in a really fun, we want to do this in a really open, and we want to do this in a super non-judgmental way, because at this time in our lives, we don't need any more judgment from anywhere.
Or pressure, no. So we're really excited to be partnering with Hacks and Hackers for the launch of our first My So-Called Career cohort. It's a dedicated course designed to strike at the heart of the work-based challenges that women face every single day. So spanning 10 weeks this autumn, we're inviting you to join us for a series of custom workshops and talks, supplemented by exercises and study materials, and with the support of an active community and one-to-one coaching from this lovely lady here.
And because we want this to be all about you, this isn't really about what we want to sit here and say, you know, this is what you need to know, this is what's going to help you get on best in your life. We want this to be all about you. We want to invite you to join us to a kickoff event, which we're going to hold probably first week in July. The exact date's going to follow really shortly. But it's for Hacks and Hackers women and women aligned to the Hacks and Hackers community. And in that session, we're going to explore everything from promotions, pay, purpose, pensions, to imposter syndrome and our inner critics. We want this to be us giving you an opportunity to tell us what's on your mind, what's forefront for you when you think about your careers. And so, who is My So-Called Career really for? It's for you if you want some inspiration. You maybe want some practical skills to help you develop in your existing career, help you maybe work out how to get to the next level. It's for you if you've already got a massive vision for your career, but you've got no real clue how you're going to get there. Or actually, if you're really, really honest with yourself, you're not actually sure whether you deserve to ever get there anyway. It's for you if you ask yourself, where am I going? But you keep coming up short on an answer. It's for you if actually you just want to hang out with some really, really kick-ass women and like celebrate those tiny little successes that we have every single day and that we immediately pass over because we're on to the next thing, we're on to the next thing, we're on to the next thing. Frankly, if you're a woman, if you've got a career and you have the same amount of self-doubt, fear, and worry that we all have, it's for you.
So, why are we partnering with Hacks and Hackers? Media and tech are sometimes industries where it can really suck to be a woman. Tech is renowned for its sea of dudes issue. Only 17% of UK jobs in the industry are held by women. And in media, despite some gains, men still do dominate every part of news, entertainment, and digital media. And coming from a digital media background like we do, this felt like a natural choice for our first cohort. So We want to bring female lives and perspectives out of the shadows in these industries and into the spotlight.
So who are we? Why should you care what we have to say about all of this? So I'm Penny. I am 1/4 of my so-called career. 18 months ago, I quit what I thought, and I think a lot of other people would think as well, was a dream job. I was Global Strategy Director of Condé Nast International. And I left, I set up my own business helping early and mid-career women take ownership of their professional lives, developing confidence in their own path. I also work as a consultant for companies that know they could do better by early and mid-career women. They know there's so much more that they can do, and they've got no idea how to go about doing it. Before Condé, I spent 12 years at The Guardian. I launched Guardian Australia. I was out living in Guardian New York for a while, and then I was in London for around 10 years at the time I was there. For this entire kind of 12, 14-year period that I was in media, I was a massively competitive workaholic. Over my time there, I had 3 nervous breakdowns. I was so utterly terrified of missing out on something at work that when my mother committed suicide, I went back to work within days, which opened myself up for a massive world of pain further down the line because my imposter syndrome was so massive that I was terrified that if I missed a beat, I'd never, ever get back on that train again.
And I'm Beth. I'm the 2/4 of my so-called career. I currently work at Vogue Business. I've poured my heart into work, working and consulting for various publishers like Condé, Hearst, Yahoo, Pop Sugar, and working in everything from editorial and commercial in between. So I led social and content at Birchbox for 5 years, which is where I found that I had a really good knack and a passion for developing team culture and working with our teams there to really create a healthy working environment rather than the typical startup system. Our other founding members are Federica, who introduced us over there. She's a multilingual news junkie. And Rose, who isn't here, who is a phenomenally talented audio producer and has worked for the BBC and The Guardian.
So between us, we have climbed nearly every rung of the career ladder, we reckon. And some of them we've been up and down so many times we actually think that we've pretty much worn the treads off. And over this time, we have developed and learned some amazing strategies. Some of them coping strategies, some of them development strategies, some of them leadership strategies. We've also met some absolutely amazing people, men and women, who have helped shape our careers, helped get us to where we are, helped level us out, helped shake us down. And so we really want to share all of this with you. Not because we necessarily feel that like we've got all the answers. As I say, this is about you, not us. But because we feel that in this sense of everyone trying to help each other do better, everyone trying to help lift each other up, there's some real benefit in sharing in that really open and inclusive spirit of just saying, this is what we think. These are people that might be able to help you because they helped us.
It's that frankness and honesty, which I feel like we're kind of missing in that area at the moment, that we really want to bring to the space. So how can you guys get involved? So please do come to the free launch event in July and help us shape the experience of the first cohort that we're going to put through this in a good way. Details will come soon via the usual Hacks and Hackers channels, including how to reserve a space in that first cohort. And we're also going to start our podcast and our community in July also. And if you've tuned out, assuming this isn't for you, we all have a role in leveling this playing field. So please share this with all the amazing women in your life, buy them new headphones to listen to the podcast on maybe, or book a space for them in the cohort, because however you choose to do it, in person, by proxy, we'd love you to join us. Thank you.